Hello, I'm Hannah, and I will be responding to question 2 about what translanguaging is and named languages. So I would describe translanguaging as accessing and utilizing all parts of your linguistic history to best respond depending on what context you're in. And I would say it's like having a language toolbox and finding the right tools to use them to communicate efficiently and effectively. And this differs from the concept of name languages because those are like English, Spanish, or Mandarin, each having their own dialect and vocabulary. And so when a person is using one of these languages, another person can pick out which specific language they are using. And to build off the concept of translanguaging in the classroom, I would create a culturally relevant project that could incorporate their home language with English or another preferred language to validate the students' feelings of inclusivity. And by doing so, we can bring in real life experiences for students to practice in the classroom in order to be prepared for communication outside of the classroom. And for part 2, I watched the video, the DYSA African American English in the Classroom, and those videos, and I'll be responding to that question. And the first way I see teachers using instructional strategies is by using technology and imitating the game of Jeopardy to create a friendly competition between students. And this method of differentiated instruction keeps students engaged and more motivated to compete against their peers and share what they have learned. And the next way is informal assessment by giving students points based on if they are answering correctly or not. And as seen in the video, when a student answered incorrectly, they received negative points, but then they were given a chance to correct their mistakes and receive those points back. So that was a positive way to have reinforcements in that way. And lastly, the teachers put students in groups to develop a sense of cooperative learning to improve their teamwork and collaboration skills. And while using these strategies, the teacher was able to support the students to decipher which was the correct academic language without diminishing the African American language. And I thought it was really cool that the teacher was able to show students that there is an African American language in the linguistic world, and that just supports those students who identify that way to know that their language isn't incorrect. There's just a different language used in an academic setting versus an informal setting. And the additional instructional strategies that I would suggest using based on the Posada and Duarte article would be to use students' interests throughout the lesson. And in the article it states, they look for a teacher who is aware of what they already know, their needs and interests, and someone who's more like a counselor to their difficulties. And this quote is a great example of the benefits of implementing students' past experiences and knowledge into our curriculum because they can feel understood and work on their difficulties with proper support instead of feeling isolated with their concerns and trying to figure out all by themselves. And to learn their interests, I can conduct surveys or give them freedom for research projects and also independent reading. I could see what books they're drawn to, and also having different resources available such as technology or different art materials and different writing tools and stuff like that. And yeah, to learn more what their interests are in order to relate best. Thank you.